It's your boy WEEZYFMAMBA, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being here. We got ourselves another banger ready for you right now. We are going to be discussing the absolute best victim builds post July 16th, 2024 update, Grandpa Perk rework update in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the game. First off, you guys know this has been absolutely insane. We've already recorded the family video, so if you guys are here for family builds, make sure to check down below, as it is most likely already uploaded side by side with this video. In the meantime, let's go ahead, pop on over and start off with the brand new victim builds. And boy, oh boy, has it been an absolute doozy trying to figure out what the fuck to do with victims, because the endurance perk work, endurance rework has officially been implemented into the game as well, and now endurance works properly, which means that 30 endurance is no longer 50 endurance like it was for the last 6 months. We have to change builds, and attribute allocation is a must. However, we have extensively studied builds all day at work. I was at work, but I was still looking at what I needed to do, how many points I need to put somewhere else, what perks are we going to be using, what has changed. A lot of the perks are staying the same, but it's where we're putting those attribute points that are going to be a lot more crazy. So stick around for that. Let's get to it, dude. First off, let's go ahead and start with Mid-Rhea, who now somehow has eyeballs back that were not her original eyeballs. These are fucking Nancy's eyes, dude. They gave Maria Nancy's eyes. What in tarnation is going on at Gun, dude? Anyways, let's go ahead and start. So once again, guys, endurance has been fixed. We now have to take a lot more attention to endurance. And so what I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now is 45 plus is the meta. And I'm telling you, you got to dump a lot, all right? So let's go ahead and start off with Maria's meta build, ladies and gentlemen. First off, with her ability, Sweet Talk, you're going to want to go right, mid, left. You want to finish with that additional Grandpa Sonar. The reason why is because reducing Grandpa's level is worthless now. Nobody's feeding, okay? Nobody's going to feed. However, the additional Grandpa Sonar, just in case you do get those dweebs that want to run those blood builds, they're going to sell the game. The Proximity Highlights family is Dog Water. We all know that this is worthless. It just doesn't work, dude. So moving on. We're going to go ahead and pop over to the skill tree. You guys are going to want to pop on up and head on over, get that dietitian, that bomb squad, pop a right, get that ran track, and take a right once again to get no cell right here in the tree, and then finish up at the top. You can either take a left and get efficient backstabber or light on your feet, whichever one you prefer. You get 4 attribute points either way, but efficient backstabber is ultimately the better perk than light on your feet. As far as her skill tree, or I'm sorry, her perks, there are 2 separate builds that you can run with Maria. The first build is going to be her meta build. This is a endurance 45. Her toughness stays the same. We're going to be glass cannons, the whole, everybody, dude, stick around for that. And then we're going to get the proficiency up as high as we can after getting her endurance to 45. You're going to want to run no cell. Obviously, we know this is a meta perk. Ran track allows us to get this to 35 without having, or 45, without having to sacrifice 7 points into proficiency. So this is wave. You can then proceed to get bomb squad, because we know we still have a hands, hitchhiker, and Nancy problem. 9 possible traps plus more if they're running pins and needles in that particular comp. Hands is still meta in a lot of the comps, so we want to make sure that Bomb Squad is equipped. And again, no cell for Bubba's and hard-hitting Johnnies, etc. Okay? But she does have a second perk. This is going to be a second build. This is going to be more of a ride on the coattails of your high proficiency friends type of build. You're going to want to be fucking with the family here. Dietitian, okay? Dietitian has entered the meta. The reason why, all right, is because if you do run into a family that is running the blood builds, if you sweet talk them, it feeds 20% less effective. For the next 3 feeds, this is a great perk to add along. You got to keep no cell because our toughness is kind of mid. And then bomb squad, obviously, to help out your proficiency characters if they need help out. All right. That is officially Maria's new build. Let's move on to Virginia. She has not changed at all outside of attributes. Ladies and gentlemen, we have already known the most efficient route for Virginia. But we have changed one thing in the previous video. It is now going to be Cloud Consumes Family Stamina. In the previous video, we did healing clouds, and I'm telling you guys, you're going to want to drain the family stamina here. You're going to want to go right, mid, and left. You're going to then go up the gut and then hang a left here and get that tougher stuff. After you get tougher stuff, you're going to want to go take a right immediately and get one of the most broken perks in the game, Efficient Locksmith. It's going to be right here sitting ready for you, okay? You're then going to head on over and run up and get that extra drip, which is right in the middle, and then finish up with moving on up here. You can choose either safety in numbers or noise pollution. Doesn't matter. They're both awful, okay? The parks that you're going to want to run, again, tougher stuff, Efficient Locksmith, and extra drip. There is literally no other build for her, okay? So just run these perks. The reason why is that tougher stuff gives us that toughness to 40 with 3 attribute points put in. We get our endurance to 45 like we had talked about. Endurance is absolute must now to be high to survive at all in this game. And then finish off with getting your proficiency to 42. It's not ideal. 45, 46, 47 is always my favorite, but 42 is where it has to stay from now on, okay? We're going to have to work around that, but endurance is going to be the most important stat attribute in the game going here on out. That is Virginia, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move on to Danny, and this is easily one of my favorite reworked builds of the updates. Let's go ahead and pop on over to the homie Danny. Ladies and gentlemen, you are going to want to obviously go for instant study. We know that tamper minigame is easier. Knowledge gathered increased, and they do not stack. And then obviously we don't need study time reduced. So we're just going to go right, mid, left. Get that instant study. Okay. Now look at this fucking build that I cooked up this morning before I went to work. Ladies and gentlemen, we have officially changed back after changing back. In the previous video, we had this build. After the previous video was released, I switched to the Bomb Squad build. And now we are officially back because attributes are king in this game right now, outside of, certain perks. And trust me, this is how you're going to want to go. All right. You're going to want to head on up, get that fast hands. Ladies and gentlemen, this is still easily one of the best perks in the game. And since we are rushing like motherfuckers, this is where you're going to want to be. You're going to pop on up, head up, and take a left and get that high proficiency, highly skilled. Finish on the left-hand side and get that ran track. You're like, why? Why would you get these perks? Trust. Fast hands, highly skilled. Ran track increases your endurance and proficiency by 7 points. This allows us as Danny to have 46 toughness, 50 endurance, and 42 proficiency with fast hands and a tamper. Danny is easily S tier again, and he arguably, with this particular set of attributes and perks, is the best victim in the game, bar none. And I'm telling you guys, this is going to be absolute meta. Stick around for more. I can't believe it, dude. Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable that we can get this high of attribute points on 3 separate attributes. Unreal. Okay. Once again, I'm going to go ahead and show you that skill tree, and we're going to move on. Julie. Julie takes a fat hit, ladies and gentlemen. Previous video, she was the best victim in the game. She has access to 5 meta perks and a fuck ton of attribute points. But her base stats are doo-doo. And that's where the problem comes in with the ones that we need them to be. Her base stealth is high, but we don't need stealth in this game. So we're going to take a big hit. We're not going to run this build. This is the build you're going to want to run. We have to go glass cannon now, okay? Glass cannon probably from here on out for everybody else. Toughness 25 base, okay? That's why we got to run no cell. I'll talk about this in a minute. We'll go ahead and get these points here in a minute. We're going to go ahead and go over the star sign. Her star sign's doo-doo as well. It's one of those ones where you have to burn a perk, decrease sprint stamina, head on over to get that duration of 15 seconds, and then you have your ability consumption. Does not consume any stamina. 100%. So you can literally run scot-free for 15 seconds with your ability without losing any stamina. It's okay, but it still needs a rework. Okay. As far as the skill tree go, you're going to want to head and take a right and get that efficient locksmith. You know how important that is. It's the first perk on the right-hand side. You're going to head on up, take a left, and get no cell. Just sit right here. And then you're going to want to head up, take a right. And do you see why you want to take a right? Fight back is better than deadbolt, but it doesn't really matter which route you go here. You can go either side if you prefer deadbolt or fight back, whatever. Doesn't matter. They both suck ass. Bomb squad right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is a Bena perk. And then you're going to want to head in over here and take a left, get that slippery, which is a great perk as well to use if you prefer different builds. And ladies and gentlemen, they have officially added 2 more attribute points to Julie on this side. As you can see, I saved it for the video to show you. We're going to go ahead and put those last 2 points right here. So you get a total of 36 attribute points with Julie. You're going to move this up and finish off with 41 proficiency here. Take a look at the build. No cell, bomb squad, and efficient locksmith. The reason why we want to rock no cell, it was already broken, but now we have ridiculously low toughness because for us to survive as victims, we have to run 45 plus endurance. I promise you, this is where you're going to want to be for that fast regen. Proficiency, obviously, because it not only helps you unlock shit faster, but now it turns the battery off faster as it has finally fixed the battery issue. So, telling you guys, this is the build. There is one other build that you can use, and that is going to be, excuse me, the Bully Julie build. If you prefer to bully instead of do anything objective-wise, and you just want to be trolly, or you want to be the protector of your proficiency characters, run that no-cell ran track and choose fight, and it allows you to buff up your strength, your toughness, and endurance, and this way, excuse me, you get to be a bully, but you have no proficiency. That choose fight is still exactly how it was for the last year, and it is broken still. So there you go. Those are your 2 builds to use with Julie. Let's move on to Sunny. Sunny. Yes, the brand new fit. Sunny's new outfit pack just came out today. If you guys are ready to purchase that, here's a take a look at all the new skins. And let's pop on over to his ability. Star sign, shorter cooldown, heightened sense, increased range, and of course, all-knowing. This has been the meta since the beginning as well. You don't really need anything else. You want to be able to determine who you're looking at through walls. So all-knowing is definitely the wave. And now this is where everything changes with a couple of the skill tree. As you guys know, we went left on the last time. The last time, however, we chose safety in numbers right here instead of agitator. This is going to be your change with Sunny. You're going to want to take agitator. it has now entered the meta. As you guys know, we have been saying this for a couple days or a couple weeks on stream since we've known about the grandpa change. And let me tell you, Agitator is absolutely meta on a couple of people. Agitator. Capacitating grandpa has a greater negative effect on the family. Family bond, aka grandpa's level, is reduced by 2.5 levels. So if you got these blood build family members that are attempting to get to level 3 so they can get exterior alarms and nobody escapes hell, guess what? The second they feed either level 1 or level 2, Agitator will take them down to level 0. If they somehow get to level 3 before you're able to stab, they lose all their perks again. All that time they wasted picking up buckets and feeding has just been negated, and now they have 0 perks once again. Not only does it go from level 3, but it will go down to level 0.5, okay? Which is literally 0 perks, okay? Absolutely meta. Make sure you guys take that. And once again, Agitator is sitting right here. Hop on over, take a left, and then make sure you hang a right at this to get that fast hands. Ladies and gentlemen, we know how insane this perk is. Then we're going to head on up, grab all these attribute points, take a right, make sure you go up, and then take a right again, get that extra drip at the top. You have a 3-way here, pause, and make sure you go up top, get extra drip, okay? Don't take the left or right route here. These perks are ass, okay? Extra drip. As far as the loadout go, Agitator, fast hands, extra drip. The reason why, look, what else do you need? What else do you need? However, we did make a second build with Sunny as well, just in case. We're going to talk about that in just a second. The attributes. We know that Sunny has 15 base toughness. He's a glass cannon. We need to beef it up slightly, okay? Give us that 20 toughness. Pop on over. Give us 50 endurance and proficiency 37. The reason why we're not putting this here is because with fast hands, it essentially adds that extra 5 attribute points to fast hands anyway. Proficiency at 37 is just fine with somebody that can run fast hands. So this is what we're doing. As far as if you want your proficiency up and you feel like you're not going to be a stabber, change it to this. Highly skilled. This way you get 44 proficiency, 50 endurance, and 5 extra points in the toughness. Again, everything has to be glass cannon now. We got to be really, really careful with not taking hits, okay, on certain characters, all right? Got to be very... we got to be somewhat stealthy, but also very fast. Just get the fuck out, okay? They can't get level 3 grandpa immediately. They can have no perks. Now's the time to rush doors, okay? They can't get exterior alarms till level 3. Hit a door, all right? They have, you know that you can grapple because guess what? They don't have, they don't have, nobody escapes hell also for the doors, but they also don't have suffocating grip until level 2. So you can grapple like crazy. Okay, this are going to be your 2 best builds on Sunny right here. All right, moving on to the last 3 victims, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Anna, who once again somewhat stays the same prior to the video, but we're going to go ahead and change it a bit. Same meta star sign she has had since the beginning. You're going to want to go right to increase the duration. Ability lasts 9 seconds. Head on up, get that stamina hit while active. Incoming melee attacks will restore small amounts of stamina. And then your reduced damage by 80%. Absolute meta. No worries. Don't worry. Skill tree stays the same. We didn't change anything about her skill tree. Okay? From the previous video, make sure you head on, take a left. Get that ran track. This is going to be in her meta build here. Pop on over. Get that bomb squad on the left-hand side right here, ladies and gentlemen. And then take a look, extra drip right there. You got slippery right here as well. Just in case you want to run some extra builds. But this is the way you're going to want to run it right here. Ran track gets us that endurance up. Okay. We also put 13 extra points into that. So gives us that chance to get the 45 endurance like we've been talking about all video. We know that Bomb Squad's meta with Hands, Hitchhiker, and Nancy traps. And then extra drip is still super, super good, as we all know. It's just a necessity with her, dude. Okay, she's a tank, but she's going to take damage. With toughness at 35 base, it's going to be a little bit different with Donna. Okay, this endurance change has been a little weird to make builds on, but I promise you guys, with 45 endurance, you're never going to run out. Okay, never going to run out. Always going to be able to gap, find somewhere else, sprint for days. This is the way. Proficiency at 40, simply because we want to make sure that we still have some form of escape route. 40 proficiency. As you can see, pretty much every build outside of that Julie build we made to bully is going to have high profit, high prof. That bully build, you're going to want to play with friends or against noobs or something, right? Simple. All right. As far as any other builds, we made one other build for Anna, and that is going to be a what doesn't kill you slippery build with max toughness. Okay. Very sorry. We have this right here. I don't know what happened to this. 45 endurance. What doesn't kill you procs with 40 toughness, and then we beefed up the strength. It's kind of be a bully build a little bit, and here we are. Again, every build has to have 45 plus endurance. Let's move on to Leland, and then we'll finish with my bae, Connie. As far as Leland's star sign ability, you guys already know, quicker recharge, restore stamina, and increase stun duration. Barging the family members will be stunned for 8 seconds. Let me talk to something real quick. People have been really discussing, why not do concussive hit? You guys do understand that this does absolutely nothing. I have been concussive hit by a Leland as a family main, and nothing ever happens. Being barged and having to stand there for an additional 8 seconds is way more important. Do not listen to the cappuccinos that are saying concussive hit is better. It's not. Okay? Moving on. Skill tree. As you know, nothing changed with Leland's skill tree outside of one thing, and we'll show you at the top. Get that no cell hang a left. Okay, no cell is meta on Leland. We're going to pop on over. We got actually quite a bit of builds for Leland. Choose fight. Absolutely broken. We're going to want to take a right here. Pop on up. Take a left. Why are we taking a left? Well, guess what? Bounce back betters on this side. Okay. Taekwondo. Stun double. All these extra attribute points. This is where the change is made from the previous video. You are going to want to take a right. Once again, Agitator is meta with the Grandpa Rework tree. The only problem here is you are sacrificing one additional attribute. On this side, you get 1 extra point than you do going on this side. But trust me, Agitator is an absolute must in this meta. You're going to go ahead and show you the brand new build. That is going to be a glass cannon Leland. Reason why we're using no cell. We also have Agitator and choose fight, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, but we got multiple Leland builds popping off. Ready? A full bully strength build. Endurance 50, strength 50. With no cell, been working out and choose fight. This is no proficiency. We're going to strictly be bullying with multiple bone scraps. And then we have a third bully build, which is going to be Taekwondo, 50, 50, 25. We got to play Leland different now. Simple as that. These are going to be your 3 builds for Leland. The best way possible to use him. Okay? Make sure that endurance stays where it's at. I promise you guys. And now, again, for the moment of the hour, my main, we finished with Leatherface on the last video. We're going to finish with my main, Connie, here right now. Let's go ahead and pop on over to her. Awful star sign once again. Just like Julie's, you have to burn a perk, unfortunately. So you burn level 1, get a shorter debuff, and head on over to the middle so you don't have any stamina costs when activating the ability. Okay? As far as the skill tree, nothing's changed. We're moving up the same exact route as the previous video. The only thing that's changing on Connie is the attribute point allocation. So what you're going to want to do once again is head on up, take a left at this particular mark, and get Bomb Squad. As we know, it is meta. Take a left again, head on over, and then make sure you take a right here to get the best perk possibly in the game, Efficient Locksmith. Once you hit on over to Efficient Locksmith, Extra Drip will be sitting right here in the middle for you, and then you finish your tree off in the top left. Picking up Saboteur, which also will make an appearance in a build. I'll show you guys right now. Her meta build, again, Bomb Squad, Efficient Locksmith, and Extra Drip, but we have officially had to retract toughness on Connie. We are back to being a glass cannon, and everything is rushing like crazy, but I promise you that endurance is worth it. The reason why toughness is not really big of a deal here, because we're going to be moving out, moving fast. We got people to protect us, but also Extra Drip will still help us recover some strength. As far as proficiency, we got to park it at 45. We don't have the attribute points to allocate anything else. Endurance allows me to get to 45. But you need these perks on Connie 1000%. Okay? It is absolutely a must. Only if there's a Hitch or a Hands or a Nancy. Now, what are the odds that you get a Bubba, Johnny, and Cook? Right? What are the odds that you get that? Probably low, but sometimes it happens where you don't need Bomb Squad. Just make sure you run the same build, except swapping Bomb Squad for Saboteur. As you can see, we have swapped it out. So if there is a no Hitch, Nancy, or Hands, use Saboteur. If there's a combination of any of those three, just use Bomb Squad. Okay? And that is it, ladies and gentlemen, for the best victim builds post July 16th, 2024 update here in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Once again, I can't thank you guys enough for all the love and support that you've been showing me over the last year here on YouTube, almost 2 years on Twitch. It has been an absolute dream to create content for you guys. Thank you so much. Make sure drop a like on a video, hit that subscribe button. A lot of you aren't subscribed, okay? A lot of you that have been watching the videos aren't subscribed. It helps the algorithm. It helps push that. Same with motivation. If I see you guys are showing some love, it makes me want to create more content for you. So please don't forget to like the video and hit the sub button, okay? That's it. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section. Are you scared to run this low of toughness? Are you ready to be just speed demons through the map? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And once again, thank you so much. See you guys on the next video. Y'all have a good one. Peace out.